Hello everyone and welcome back to the 16th I think episode of this UK and Transport Fever 2 series, and yeah, there's not much to say other than whoa, that's a lot of oil. And between episodes I've been looking at some of the lines that are just not making as much money, and kind of reducing vehicles and stuff like that, because the other problem I have a bit is lag, because the game's having to kind of compute more vehicle movements. Like, just the difference between fast forward and normal play mode. Absolutely nothing is the correct answer to that. But yeah, so I think in this episode the main thing is this whole chunk of land here. This is pretty much unserved by train lines, so I want train lines to Basingstoke, Portsmouth, Newport, Bournemouth, Taunton, Exeter, Plymouth, Penzance. Actually, maybe Newport could be ferry. And also, I was thinking, we'll see what industries we could reasonably create around here, because that will help us make more money as well. So, to start with, I think I know what's going to be best to start with. Let's upgrade Reading, because you can see there's already a queue of trains here. This is going to mess up a lot, but okay. Oh, whoops. So we're going to go for 4 tracks. I think it was 240 originally, so we'll stick with that. We don't need high speed. So what we're going to do this for, I'm going to place a station like this, and I'll explain why when I do this, because basically I want a bay platform here for trains to go towards Portsmouth. So we shall do this. I know these buildings aren't connected to the road, but they add capacity, and that's the main thing, because there's a bus route which can do the road connections. So the next thing is, these don't have to merge in. So that can connect into that track. And then, okay, new plan. So this is the overpass for trains from on the Birmingham route. Bridge pillar collision. Go away. There we go. So this will come into here. This platform will. Let's just send this platform out first. We'll go out kind of parallel. And then connect in. Like that. What this is then going to do is connect in like this after the other one is merged off, and that essentially just kind of keeps them separate. And then it's also going to be a line down to Basingstoke, which is going to be quite a tight turn. But okay. So Do I try to keep this elevated or bring it down to ground level? I think try to keep it elevated if I can, although it's quite hilly. The actual easiest thing to do is, yeah, just to stick it to ground level here. So. Just that connects into there. This can connect up to there, then hopefully this might work. I know, collision. No, I think the answer to this is try to connect this one in first, and then let that one follow. There we go. And then that's not. Is that connecting? No. Because we need to cut over to let them access the terminating platform. That just about works, although it's quite a slow speed. That'll work. So, if I just get signals set up, might need cargo set up as well, to be honest. There we go. That works, right. So, we now need to add a cargo platform. Now this doesn't work towards the end. I don't know how if this is going to work at all, but I mean, it's not a long cargo train that comes here because it's just dropping off. So I think we might be okay actually. Oh, that just about fits in between down there. There we go. There we go. That train might be messed up, but it works. And that connects in. There we go. Wow, now that's weird. The cargo ones have defaulted to the passenger bit, and the passenger ones have defaulted to the cargo bit. Bit weird. Anyway, that Reading fuel line's alright. That train might not be alright though. So Birmingham to London passenger. Once the autosaver's done, we'll take off the Readings. So, after Slough Central, correct, and after Oxford, good. London to Llangefni, Slough, Reading, then after Hereford on the way back, Reading. London to Swansea passenger is still this one. There we go. And then Reading on the way back as well. And then that just allows for better flow of trains. And the ability to connect more up, so it'll just be this train here, which just reverse it enough so that it goes past the junction. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's waiting. Well, actually, what I can do is if I draw it out to that signal, which I've just placed in, then that'll be enough so that once it gets there, turn around. There we go. Our signal can go this train here Okay. So that is that. Should now be more efficient. So now that line off here. Let's see where the tracks will run first before we build stations. So you kind of snap them into roads, which is actually alright in this case. Can we get through here at all? I think it's this road that's the problem. There we go. Cutting straight through Reading. Hope they don't have a problem with that. And then I think Basingstoke might be another junction. So, what's this train's problem? Oh, it's gone into the wrong platform. It's trying to go to Hereford. Pause. Let's just create that randomly and also make this not one way. There we go. Done. So, I think I also want a line into London somewhere here. It's kind of going to be the main hub for the southwest that's not Paddington. So, I think the trains on this part will be shorter, because they aren't going as far. So, if that gets destroyed, kind of do that. There we go. And then how's this gonna interact with everything? Bridge, brilliant. So that's going to have to head towards Basingstoke and meet up with this line. I'm thinking of a station here, actually, given there's the bus route, which is actually one of the few that's packed. Well, I suppose I am going to give it a train line, so let's think before we do that. But if we just create one of these stations with 4 platforms, that's all good. Let's give them a subway, because I'm feeling like being different. And let's just place the station here. There we go. Too much slope, yeah, I say. There we go. Line from London will be interesting. So, we've got to bring this out as a bridge. We can carry it on as a bridge, actually, as long as it doesn't go through this line. That is precisely the right bit. If we just press shift. There we go. There we go. Good. Why's that bridge pillar collision? Got it. Right, if we just press shift, that doesn't connect. We're through to here. Good. So we will need a crossover. I decided only 2 platforms here because it's not going to be that busy. Because we're probably, there's going to be one line down to, now they're going to going to be a couple of lines. There's probably going to be a line from here to Exeter, and a line to Portsmouth and maybe Newport, and then there'll be a line from Bristol down Taunton, Exeter, Plymouth, Penzance. I think that's how we'll work it. I don't know with that Bristol line whether to bring it from London or Birmingham, or Birmingham's actually interesting. That's kind of like cross country doing real life. So yeah. However, we're only here. We need to get here. So let's carry on. If we can just about keep it up. We just bring it up to where it's a bridge here, then press M, so that it kind of goes up a bit during its journey. That works completely. Brilliant. That's exactly what we want. Bridge pillar collision on the way back, of course there is. You've just got to build it in smaller increments. There we go. Try to build it from the correct bit of track. Going over the road depot. But we won't need the road, we will need trains. Because they're better. Bridge pillar collision. That doesn't collide, so you can just do that. And then it connects into there. So, Basingstoke will be a junction. Is that even possible there? No. So there'll be a line bending round to the right to Portsmouth and going... No, bending round to the right to go to Bournemouth and straight on to Portsmouth. So, I'm thinking actually, what we're going to do is separate, is do it if we can, do this the other way around. No, oh, can we? Maybe. Yes, we can. Do this the other way around, because I think how it's going to work is there's going to be a Reading to Portsmouth line, a London to Portsmouth line, and a London to Exeter line via Bournemouth. So that's kind of that all. These two platforms will be for Reading to Portsmouth and London to Exeter, and this one will be for London to Portsmouth. Brilliant. Maybe Newport. I'm still undecided on that one. I think Newport might have like the Reading line but not the London line or something. We're going to make it like really short, and that just connects to everything. 160 two tracks in Portsmouth. Yeah, just gonna place it like here, but I'm gonna do something I wouldn't know whether this is something that a lot of other people would do or whether I'm quite unique in this, but I'm gonna do something a bit different for the Portsmouth station. So first of all, this can connect up into one of the platforms. This one, I'd love it to be like that, or like that. That would look cool. So that's just going to connect into one platform, and then because obviously this is a double track line going towards Basingstoke, what we're going to do is that is the platform towards the bottom of the screen here. That will be for trains towards Newport, and then the top will be for terminating trains, and then we can have a crossover. And then what's the angle towards Bournemouth? Like that. Yeah. So this track will head round towards Bournemouth. There'll be a connection here. And if the Reading to Newport line has two trains, then they'll kind of cross over like here, which is fine. So actually, to be honest, we've already got 2 lines we can set up. So signals there, kind of signals bending through here. So, yeah, signals entering and exiting the station. And then, don't see the need for signals between here and here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, there will be, because I feel like it. And then we're just going to do another set of signals here. Bridge pillar collision, great. And then an entering signal there. So that's good. I think we might want a train depot in Basingstoke to cover our needs for these lines. So, fairly basic one. It'll do. Don't really know where to put it though. See, this is all gonna have to be. Yeah, that's fine for the height. So that can kind of connect into there into both tracks, just in case trains need to return to the depot. And same with this one. Brilliant. So for now, we will want a train that goes Reading, Basingstoke, Portsmouth, Newport, Portsmouth, Basingstoke, and that is our Reading to Newport line. That does appear to be using the correct platform at Reading. That's good. So, then we also want, probably, one that comes out of this part of London here, Croydon West, okay, to Basingstoke, to Portsmouth. Could we have it on the other platform, please? Back to Basingstoke. Using the platforms I wanted to use. The only thing is at Croydon, actually no, I'll just keep it to one platform at Croydon West. And for now, both of Lotus lines will get one simple 3 coach class 375, and then once we've kind of seen the passenger demands, we can alter that. So that is our that is our London to Portsmouth passenger. So, just kind of thinking they'd probably use like the Reading line if they were kind of going to other parts of the country, and the London line, well, yeah, it gives them both the options anyway. Now, how well does the Portsmouth station cover Portsmouth? Quite well, actually, so I won't bother with the bus route yet. What I'm thinking for industry is I've just spotted a like glaringly obvious one. Is that take the coffee berries here, turn it into coffee beans, put the coffee beans in here to get food, and then that can go to Newport and Bournemouth for now, and maybe even Taunton as well. So, let's get train lines set up all the way down to Penzance. So Penzance will only have one line, so we'll give it one platform. Oh no, that's not working. Let's give it 2 platforms, you know what, because I feel like it. And 240 metres also because I feel like it. And next, Plymouth. Footbridge, let's let them use. And then, is it possible to squeeze it between these 2 roads? No, so let's yeet this road. There we go. Plymouth. Actually, new thought. Scrap the electrification. I mean, in real life, they don't have electrified trains beyond, like even further than, I mean, Reading, if you're going out for Paddington, or, well, I suppose, yeah. And so even the line to Exeter out of Waterloo is not electrified beyond Basingstoke, so yeah. Actually, no, why did I put... You know what, for the platforms in Exeter, for the tracks, we're just going to put another one here, which is electrified, and then we'll put a big old passenger building on this side. That doesn't fit. Slightly smaller, yeah, that fits. And that's the electrified track. And then Taunton, we want 240, yes, catenary. I'm not doing this with any thoughts about the topography, or what is it? The elevation. So for land, is that topology? I don't know. Anyway, what I do know is that if it has to run through a hill, it has to run through a hill. It might make a nice tunnel. That covers more of Taunton, brilliant. So then, Bournemouth, which will go back down to 160 for this one, because the trains won't be quite so long. And that'll do. We'll put a side entrance on that one as well, without ringing someone's doorbell. Those don't fit in. We'll put one of those here, and then one of the kind of classic default game ones here. There we go. And that connects up. Brilliant. So, it's just track connection time now. So we'll do the electrified track first. This is going to be, slowing down to 70 miles an hour for that bit. And into Taunton. Well, Taunton will have the junction, won't it? I just realised these tracks I built previously aren't going to be fit for purpose to go into that station. So these are electrified, yeah, and we'll keep them electrified up until Exeter. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, almost did actually squeeze around the coal mine. Now that's just going to clip the corner, whatever now. Yeah, like that. There we go. Well, if we went the main line towards Bournemouth, go straight out. Actually, out this way. And then there'll be a big junction for trains going towards Bristol. And then this actually does too much slopes, probably. Is that in reference to the roads or the tracks themselves? Pause. Casually destroying Taunton. That work. It's not actually that slow either. Well, 40. But it could be worse, and I've just realised I've connected those up wrongly, which can be amended if we just do this. And then make it look like it's crossover. There we go, you wouldn't have known, so I messed that up. So, Taunton. It's going to have to go like this, and then curve in. 73, it's going to be limited to. Well, I can't complain that much. Notice I've got all the track speed, the different speed limit tracks here, and I'm not using them. Okay. Oh well. This is going to collide with that road. Is there anything we can do? No, pressing the N key as much as I can, it's not going to fix it. Well, you know what, we can just rebuild that road. If we do that, then kind of bring it into the tunnel together. There we go, and then we'll unelectrify the bits that aren't needed to be electrified. There we go. And only the third platform's electrified. And that road, that'll be nice to them, and reconnect it like there. Brilliant. And then continuing no. Yeah, this is like totally not following the terrain. Oh well. Tunnel time. I've got 175 million. I can do this if I want. It's that road that's the problem. You know what? I haven't done this in a while. If that road's a problem, what we do is we single it for the level crossing, and then we double it back up again. I think it's only going to be one passenger train line and probably not that many cargo train lines here, so we can do that sort of thing. There we go. No bridge pillar collision. I like it. These one. No, that doesn't look nice. If we just do that. Bridge pillar collision. There we go. That's all good. So. Where is it? Signals. That's what I want. So that's through Bournemouth. I'm being quite loose with the signals. Taunton. And this will be the busiest bit of line of them all because there are like more train lines here anyway, that would do. And beyond Exeter. Like this. Then kind of just like do that, then we haven't got a crossover here. Let's do this quite like long so we can get good train speed on it. That's good. Now from Bristol, there isn't much going on. Now what I would like to do is send it up to Birmingham. I mean, we could kind of send it along this line here and come into this station, but I don't really know what that would be like, or could we? When my game stops jumping all over the place, could we kind of branch it off into this bit of Worcester and into a different station in Birmingham, or could we kind of bring it through here? Actually, next question. Can we not get those tunnel entry things? There's in stations, okay. Length, generally, something between like 70 and 80 works best. What's it colliding with? Buildings. Those buildings can go, and there won't be a collision. And then to a station here. So this will be a completely new line. Yeah, that's good. Station settings. And covers bus routes and stuff like that. The only problem is, how are we going to get this underground? Bus depot or road depot can delete. The next problem we might face is with the roads underground. But if I was to try to connect this up, what would it give me? First of all, level crossings. Second of all, too much slope. Oh yeah. And yeah, staying flat would do that. Going downward. Do you really know? Also, why is this road not connected? Neither's that. There's that. Well, this doesn't appear to be causing traffic issues, so... I mean, if that's... I don't really want that to go straight down. If we did this... until it doesn't collide with that step road. Oh, but don't really want it making level crossings is the problem. Underground as well. Yeah, this is a real problem. If we brought this... I mean, if we just brought it around most of the slip roads... that's a problem. Let's collide with that, so... this is really not very nice. Kind of regretting this idea, but I kind of also want to do it, so that works. Somehow it threads between all of them. Now the next question is, will that even connect up to here? The answer is no, that's way too low. Next question, what if we deleted this and put in an underground station? Like, where is it? It's this one. 240, standard, catenary. That's good. That comes with bus stops we probably won't use, but... this should work. Oh my gosh, too much slope to just connect up. Oh yeah. I see. Just do that, there we go. And it kind of connects up for pedestrians. So which side is that? That's the right hand side. That works. That connects. Good. It's a tight turn here, but that kind of actually works better than I was expecting. I've just realised I'm building these tracks without catenary. And it would like catenary, but at the same time this line will probably be used by only diesel trains at the moment because they're running down to Penzance. So, if we just go for one track and then kind of do like this and this. Does this just connect like that? Yeah. Yeah, that works. So that's all connected now. So, kind of a bit of an odd bit of some stuff, but it should work quite well. Now the next problem is how we're going to actually connect it into platforms. I think we're now out of the crossover underground, which isn't ideal because it's like giving quite a way from the station to the crossover, which means like the amount of time where there's only one train can be is increased. But it should be fine. So that train line, yeah, it's kind of cutting through there. That's good. So 2 lines: Plymouth, Penzance, Plymouth, Exeter, Taunton, Bristol, and then Birmingham South, Birmingham Exchange. I will allow it to use both platforms here. And then after Birmingham Exchange, Birmingham South again, then Bristol, I see I haven't put signals on the Bristol to Taunton bit yet. Oh, I see what it's doing, it's being naughty. Plymouth, there we are. So, yeah, going through Bristol the first time it should be on 4. Yeah, I need signals here. So, we'll go strict one way now. And enough signals running down here. There we go, that'll do. So that's our Birmingham to Penzance passenger. And then the other one is New Line Exeter, Taunton, Bournemouth, Basingstoke, and Croydon West. Yeah, that'll do. Can do it on just that platform, that's fine. Then Basingstoke, Bournemouth Exchange, up at Taunton and back to Exeter. So that's the London to Exeter passenger. And if people want to go from like Penzance to London and vice versa, they can either change at Bristol or at Exeter Taunton. So that works. So I think trains should be required here. So the London to Exeter is, I think, once again, going to be one train for now, but a bigger train. What have I got for electric multiple units? 450. What's the capacity of that? Suddenly this one is like a lot less capacity, but like still like price difference is not that much. Let's go. This is going to be expensive, but one of those. It's a South Western Railway train in real life, and it's the London to Exeter passenger, or is it the Exeter to London passenger? No, it's London to Exeter, there we go. It's right in front of me. And it's Birmingham to Penzance. You know what, I'm just going to go out the same train depot. But this is going to have to be diesel, and I think we're going to go for a lovely HST. That's long. What's the Inter7 City on ScotRail saying? That's a bit better, you know what? Birmingham to Penzance passenger. There we go. And I think I shall let those run and come back to you. Right, so everything is looking good. I've had to put a second train on the Birmingham to Penzance passenger because that looks like an instant hit. The other one that looks like an instant hint is that one, Reading to Newport passenger. Except for actually the main bit of it seems to be the there's a train. The main bit seems to be Basingstoke to Reading, which is interesting. I think it's mainly kind of the connection to get to like other places from Reading. Also, I have increased the length of the London to Llangefni passengers, both from 3 coaches to 4. But yeah, and the new Reading's working very well. So, passenger lines look like a big success, but the cargo lines are the next thing we might work on. So, we've got coffee farm, coffee refinery, food processing plant. Now I could do this as like a triangle vehicle route. The thing is, one coffee will get if say 2 coffees get coffee berries get picked up, it'll go into 2 of those will go into one, so it's like half full here than not full here, so it doesn't really seem worth it. Now it looks like one of these or one of these or one of these makes 2 foods, so actually we'll be getting quite... So one of these turns into one of these, but via having half of one of these. Okay. Anyway, so if we just get a station here, now 2 platforms, nice length. Same thing here. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do 3 platforms here. So there are 2 loading and 1 unloading, and then here we're going to have 1 unloading, and for now we're going to send this to 3 cities, so let's do 2, 2. And that's not got much space to expand if I put it there. It has if I put it there. So, road depot in this cul-de-sac in Bournemouth. So, for now, we're going to get, I think, so if we have, I think the answer is we get 4 of these for now. Start off with. I thought I said 4. Oh, I see. Well, for now, then let's put both of these going from here to here. Let's call that the Bournemouth coffee berries. Now, if you've never seen these industries, this is a mod I've got to kind of provide extra kind of industry like realism and options and stuff. I quite like it personally, but it does make everything a bit more complex. So if we're going to deliver this food over to Newport, we might need a road. So let's do countryside road. Let's do small one. There we go. That'll do. But for now we haven't even got trucks doing this yet, I think. Okay, so Bournemouth coffee berries managed line. At Bournemouth Central, I want you to use either platform and get a full load. Bournemouth Rancher uses that one. I'm going to put it on to number 3. For now that has 2 trucks. With how much is stacking up here, I think that'll be fine for now. Now, next line, from Bournemouth Branch 1 or 2. So it's got 2 to load on. I want a full load any. And that's going to go to Newport Sidings. I'm going to use platform number 1. And that's good. Now for now, this definitely, if that one's got 2, this needs like half a truck. But because we can't get half a truck, we could get a smaller truck. Or we could just get one and trust that it'll get fuller later on when we have kind of everything's upgraded. So that is Bournemouth coffee beans. And then that should start producing food. So that's going to be a line that just goes over the bridge into Newport. Drop off for this is going to be there. It's going to be a line back into Bournemouth, which you know what we could do with the line that takes the coffee beans there, and also a line to drop off in Taunton, which isn't connected up to Bournemouth at the moment. So let's get that done. Let's do this as a bit of a nicer road. So that connects up to Bournemouth connect up to Bristol. Well, actually, we could use because we could use the reverse lines. If that takes food back to there, that takes food back to there, that takes food to Taunton. I don't know. Is that a good idea or a silly idea? I don't know. There we go. So yeah, that's a good point. So Bournemouth coffee beans, after Newport sidings, drop off in Bournemouth. Actually, I'll do a whole new line there, because if you think 2 food gets produced for 1 coffee bean, so, yeah. So Newport sidings, yeah, that's number 2, that's good. That's Newport food. And that line will never make money if it has more than 1 small truck, so we'll give it 1 small truck. That can carry food, yep. And that's Newport food. And then from number 3 here, hopefully, we can do a line to Taunton. We may make the road more direct in the future. Oh, there already is a road. I didn't realise that. Okay. Well, there we go then. And that is Taunton food. Because that's a longer line, we'll give it a bigger truck, and obviously I'll do my usual between episodes thing of like too few vehicles on each line, so adjust it. But at the moment, this is not producing yet. This is waiting for shipment. The trucks are on their way as we speak. Maybe. Is that the other one? Yeah. How are the trains doing? This one's slowly getting busier. This one's rapidly getting busier. It's not very busy going towards Penzance. I expect the other one's heading into Birmingham then. Is it that one? No, it's Reading Fueled. Is it already there? That's the first train on this line. No, second train? Yeah, Bristol. Oh gosh, I was only made it that far. It's spending a while at each station because it's full. Because also the loading speed doesn't seem great. We just configure, yeah, loading speed 8 times, 10 times. Because like these things are 45 times. What's the capacity of one of these? Say 161. It's faster. I don't know. These trains probably will have to get longer or have more of them because that line's busy. Trains. Waiting for other trains. That one can now go. That's going to cut in and then this one will have to wait for the other one. Okay. But yeah. No, I think this episode can be left there. We've generally, like, this southwest area is doing quite well. I think there's still more we can do to it, but it's fairly good. In the next coming episodes, I want to get more kind of towns supplied with their like industrial needs. So, for example, Lincoln here is getting supplied with absolutely nothing. Let's see if we can do anything about that. And generally, I think the between episode stuff is also I'm going to do is fleet modernisation, because if we look at condition of vehicles, very bad, very bad. I'm like scrolling like over halfway down before I get past very bad, which is not very good. And also there are probably some of them which are like losing us loads of money. So that's kind of the between episode jobs for me, adjusting capacity on the new lines, stuff like that. Then I don't know what's next episode really, other than, yeah, like I said, more industries, and maybe these ones, maybe Darlington, Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Newcastle and Hexham get connected next before we then think about the big task of Scotland. And maybe we get some more industries set up in Ireland as well. Lots to enjoy in the next coming episodes. So I shall let you wait another week for your next dose of Money Cash 1007 UK and Transport Fever 2 context, and I shall say goodbye for now.